Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for some more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news, and today we have quite a bit of new information on some hero changes that are making their way to the Battlefront in the coming weeks, including some buffs and nerfs to a couple of my favorite heroes, and one in particular that is definitely going to change a certain hero pretty drastically. So with all of that being said, let's just get right into it. But before anything else, I do want to give a quick PSA of a news update. This is very, very current. The heroes versus villains count has been reduced from 50 down to 35 just for the time being, and the spawn timer is staying at 6 seconds down from 10. This is probably going to change again in the future as DICE is just trying different configurations out, but I'm sure a lot of players are confused why the game mode changes every 15 minutes. Also, and I know this is a little bit odd, double XP should be active in Battlefront 2 by the time this video goes up or shortly thereafter. It starts at 5 PM Central Standard Time and will be live until tomorrow at 11 PM, so definitely take advantage of that. I think they're trying to do this as an apology for double and triple XP not working in certain modes this weekend. I don't think it was active in Starfighter Assault at all, even though it was supposed to be, and it definitely wasn't in Hero Starfighter, so they're making up for that by giving us double XP in all game modes throughout tomorrow and today. So, if you have the time, make sure to jump on today or tomorrow and take advantage of that. Alright, let's move on to some of the hero changes, and this first one applies to one of the last heroes I would ever suggest needing a buff, but it looks like she'll be getting a small one anyway, that hero being of course Rey. A user over on the Battlefront forums pointed out that for whatever reason, Rey is the only hero that doesn't get at least 100 health back for killing heroes, which is something I've never noticed, as apparently Rey only gets 60, which is actually kind of BS because there are definitely lightsaber heroes that are stronger than Rey now, and they get 100 HP back for killing heroes, or in the case of Anakin, like 120. Pretty much every lightsaber hero with regular health star card gets 100, some get even more than that. I mean, like I said, Anakin gets 120, which is double the health of Rey. Luckily, the community manager Jay did say he has raised this with the dev team, so Rey should be getting a nice little health regen buff with the next update. Next up, it looks like Iden Versio is going to be getting hit with a rather unfortunate nerf in the coming weeks. For as long as I can remember, Iden's droid battery star card has been ridiculously powerful. Droid batteries is supposed to reduce the cooldown of Iden's shield and shock droid by only 25%, but it doesn't do that. It's always done way more. Instead of reducing the recharge time by 25%, it reduces the recharge time by nearly 70. So while the default recharge time for Iden's shock droid is 20 seconds, with that card equipped it recharges every 7 seconds, which is insane for an ability that strong. The card works correctly for Iden's shield, which has a default recharge time of 10 seconds, and with the card it recharges in just over 7. So I think what's happening is the card is just reducing the shock droid's recharge rate all the way down to the rate of the shield. But either way, this card alone has made Iden extremely powerful for a very long time, as she pretty much can just have her droid available at all times if she has droid batteries equipped. Her droid of course allows her to get health back at ease, stun heroes very consistently and absolutely melt them in the process, and overall, it just makes Iden one of the best blaster heroes for pretty much any game mode. Well, the reign of the droid battery star card is coming to an end, as Ben has confirmed the developer team are now aware of the issue and are already working on a fix, so we can more than likely expect it to be resolved in the next patch. Even though I know it was unintentional, I'm a little bit bummed that this is actually getting fixed. Iden does very much rely on her droid in a lot of situations, and man, that 7-second cooldown has saved me countless times, but it looks like those days will soon be over and Iden is going to get knocked down several pegs in the hero ranking list. Next up, it looks like the Chosen One is going to be getting another nerf, and my god, Anakin just can't get a break from the dev team. Over on Twitter, Ben replied to a fan who was, not exactly happy with Anakin's current balance, and they suggested that DICE remove Anakin's 4th ability, Retribution, entirely. Ben replied by saying that the team has even more changes for Anakin on the way, but they still believe he can be balanced with all 4 abilities, so they'll just be tweaking his abilities as they currently are and not removing any, and by tweak, he definitely means nerf. Over on the Battlefront forums, he did specifically say that Heroic Might will be getting a nerf, but I have a feeling Retribution is going to take another hit too. I know this is overall a very, very touchy subject for some people. All I will say is I just hope they don't overcorrect. Before the most recent patch, from a purely objective standpoint, Anakin was undeniably broken. He was head and shoulders above any other hero in the game in terms of just base stats. but now after a few nerfs and in his current state, he's definitely still a little stronger than pretty much any other hero in the game. I don't think many would argue that, but I will really say that I don't have much of an issue fighting him anymore, especially in heroes versus villains. He's relatively easy to 1v1 after he spammed his abilities, which is what pretty much every Anakin player does anyways, and luckily his 3 main abilities are very easy to block, but yeah, as troopers he can get a little frustrating. Retribution is definitely still a little BS at times, I won't argue that, but I'll just have to wait and see what DICE decides to do overall with Anakin. Continuing with the hero balancing side of things, it looks like Darth Vader is getting a further buff, which at this point is almost unbelievable to hear because, well, he's already so ridiculously powerful right now, but luckily this change is pretty understandable. With the last update, Vader's lightsaber damage was supposed to be increased to allow him to one-shot most troopers with focused rage, and for whatever reason this did not go live, and Vader didn't get his damage buff. So Jay has said this will be fixed in the next update, which I would imagine will go live near the end of June. Another great quality of life change DICE is making, it looks like we're finally going to see the end of daily crates. Another great quality of life change that DICE is apparently making, it looks like we're finally going to see the end of daily crates. Not the extra 500 credits we get every day, I think that is here to stay, but actually having to go and open a crate every time for 500 credits, that is going for good, and regardless, it feels pointless and gets annoying if you let them pile up. Ben said over on the forums that daily crates are something the team is working on changing, and then in reply to someone who suggested they just give a 500 credit bonus after a player completes their first match of the day, Ben replied to his suggestion basically confirming that that is what they have in mind. So, you complete one game after you log in, at the end of that game you'll get an extra 500 credits on top of what you earned just through playing, and personally, I wouldn't really like having to complete a match for my free 500 credits. I wish they would just automatically give you your login bonus each day without having to do anything. Just make it super easy, because some days I just don't really have the time to play a full match, but I still want the bonus credits. Either way, it's not really a big deal, it's only 500 credits, and I think DICE just really wanted to get rid of the crate menu completely. They recently moved all of the trooper bundles to the collection menu, and once daily crates are gone, there will be no reason to have crates at all. There's nothing left for them to do, and that can help remove the bad stigma that those crates still have with people who don't actually play the game. It also looks like DICE is working on fixing the Stunlock problem this game still has from day one when it comes to lightsaber heroes. As Ben has said, the team is hard at work just trying to fix the issue of you getting completely locked up and unable to really move once a lightsaber hero has locked onto you. I think Rey is probably the worst offender of this. I swear sometimes she is able to connect hits on me when I'm half a mile away, and when I play Rey, there are definitely times that I kill people when my lightsaber isn't even close to the player I hit. I would love to see some Stunlock changes. It gets very annoying when that BS ends a nice kill streak of mine, so I would definitely appreciate DICE making some improvements. Well guys, that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to drop a like, and if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, as we would be honored if you would join us. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.